Hello, dear listeners. Welcome to today's podcast. I'm your host, and today we're going on a very special journey together. In our program titled 10 Short Stories to Boost Your English and Mood, I'll be sharing 10 incredible stories that will not only help improve your English, but also inspire you and lift your spirits. These stories are short and concise, but they carry incredibly powerful messages. After each one, we'll discuss English learning tips and life lessons you can take away from these tales. So grab your favorite beverage, get comfortable, and let's begin this journey together. Now, story 1, the starfish story. One morning after a terrible storm, an old man was walking along the beach. He noticed thousands of starfish had washed up on the shore, stranded and dying in the hot sun. As he walked, he saw a young boy running back and forth, picking up starfish one by one and throwing them back into the ocean. The old man approached the boy and said, "Young man, there are thousands of starfish here. What difference can you possibly make?" The boy picked up another starfish, smiled, and as he threw it back into the waves, he replied, "I made a difference to that one." English learning tips. Make a difference is a powerful phrasal verb, meaning to have a positive impact or effect. Wash up means to be carried onto shore by waves. One by one is an idiom meaning individually or separately. Life lesson. Never underestimate the power of small actions. Every act of kindness matters, no matter how small it seems. You don't have to save the world all at once. Just start with one starfish, one person, one moment. Now, story 2, the butterfly effect. A man found a cocoon of a butterfly. One day, a small opening appeared, and he sat and watched the butterfly struggle for several hours as it tried to force its body through the tiny hole. Then it seemed to stop making any progress. It appeared as if it had gotten as far as it could, and it couldn't go any further. Feeling compassionate, the man decided to help the butterfly. He took a pair of scissors and snipped off the remaining bit of the cocoon. The butterfly emerged easily, but it had a swollen body and small, shriveled wings. The man expected the wings to enlarge and expand to support the body, but nothing happened. The butterfly spent the rest of its short life crawling around with a swollen body and deformed wings. It was never able to fly. What the man, in his kindness and goodwill, didn't understand was that the restricting cocoon and the struggle required for the butterfly to get through the tiny opening were nature's way of forcing fluid from the body into the wings. Without the struggle, the butterfly would never fly. English learning tips. Struggle can be both a noun and a verb. It means to make great effort or face difficulty. Emerge means to come out or become visible. Swollen means enlarged or expanded, usually in an unhealthy way. Shriveled means dried up or wrinkled. Life lesson. Sometimes struggles are exactly what we need in our lives. If we went through life without any obstacles, we would be crippled. We wouldn't be as strong as we could have been. Difficulties shape us, strengthen us, and prepare us for flight. Now, story 3, the cracked pot. A water bearer in India had 2 large pots, each hung on opposite ends of a pole which he carried across his neck. One of the pots was perfect and always delivered a full portion of water at the end of the long walk from the stream to the master's house. The other pot had a crack in it, and by the time it arrived, it was only half full. For 2 full years, this went on daily. The perfect pot was proud of its accomplishments, but the poor cracked pot was ashamed of its imperfection and miserable that it was able to accomplish only half of what it had been made to do. One day, the cracked pot spoke to the water bearer by the stream. "I'm ashamed of myself, and I want to apologize to you. Because of my flaw, you only get half the value of your work." The water bearer smiled and said, As we return to the master's house, I want you to notice the beautiful flowers along the path. Indeed, as they went up the hill, the cracked pot noticed beautiful wild flowers on the side of the path, growing only on its side. The bearer said, "Did you notice that there were flowers only on your side of the path and not the other pot's side? That's because I have always known about your flaw, and I took advantage of it. I planted flower seeds on your side of the path, and every day while we walk back from the stream, you watered them. For 2 years, I have been able to pick these beautiful flowers to decorate my master's table. Without you being just the way you are, he would not have this beauty to grace his house." English learning tips. Flaw means a defect or imperfection. Imperfection is the state of having flaws, not perfect. Accomplish means to successfully complete or achieve. Take advantage of means to make good use of something. Grace, as a verb, means to bring honor or beauty to something. Life lesson. Each of us has our own unique flaws. We're all cracked pots in some way, but it's the cracks and flaws we each have that make our lives together so interesting and rewarding. Don't be afraid of your imperfections. They might be creating something beautiful that you can't even see yet. Story 4. The obstacle in our path. In ancient times, a king placed a boulder on a roadway. He then hid himself and watched to see if anyone would remove the huge rock. Some of the king's wealthiest merchants and courtiers came by and simply walked around it. Many loudly blamed the king for not keeping the roads clear, but none of them did anything about getting the stone out of the way. Then a peasant came along, carrying a load of vegetables. Upon approaching the boulder, the peasant laid down his burden and tried to move the stone to the side of the road. After much pushing and straining, he finally succeeded. After the peasant picked up his load of vegetables, he noticed a purse lying in the road where the boulder had been. The purse contained many gold coins and a note from the king indicating that the gold was for the person who removed the boulder from the roadway. The peasant learned what many of us never understand. Every obstacle presents an opportunity to improve our condition. English learning tips. Boulder is a very large rock. Courtier means a person who attends a royal court. Burden means a heavy load, either physical or metaphorical. Strain means to make great effort. Obstacle means something that blocks your way or prevents progress. Opportunity means a favorable chance or circumstance. Life lesson. Many people complain about their circumstances and blame others, but few take action. Every obstacle in your path is actually an opportunity in disguise. Those who take responsibility and do the hard work are the ones who reap the rewards. Story 5. The Two Wolves. An old Cherokee is teaching his grandson about life. He said to the boy, "A fight is going on inside me. It is a terrible fight, and it is between two wolves. One wolf is evil. He is anger, envy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, inferiority, lies, false pride, superiority, and ego. The other wolf is good. He is joy, peace, love, hope, serenity, kindness, benevolence, empathy, generosity, truth, compassion, and faith. The same fight is going on inside you and inside every other person too." The grandson thought about it for a minute and then asked his grandfather, "Which wolf will win?" The old Cherokee simply replied, "The one you feed." English learning tips. Evil means profoundly immoral or wicked. Envy means jealousy or desire for what others have. Arrogance means excessive pride or self-importance. Humility means being modest or humble. Benevolence means kindness and generosity. Empathy means the ability to understand others' feelings. Compassion means sympathetic concern for others' suffering. Feed, in this context, is metaphorical, meaning to nurture or strengthen. Life lesson. We all have positive and negative thoughts and emotions within us. The question is, which ones do we choose to nurture? What we focus on grows. If you focus on anger and negativity, those feelings will dominate. If you focus on gratitude and kindness, those will flourish. You have the power to choose. Story 6. The Elephant Rope. A gentleman was walking through an elephant camp and he spotted that the elephants weren't being kept in cages or held by chains. All that was holding them back from escaping the camp was a small piece of rope tied to one of their legs. As the man gazed upon the elephants, he was completely confused as to why these massive, powerful animals didn't just use their strength to break the rope and escape. They could easily have done so, but instead,